Welcome to a new reading vlog. I know it has been a long time. There's been a few life updates. Basically, my partner and I were together for 12 years, but we have recently split. Luckily, I kept the apartment and the dog, so I'm gonna be absolutely fine. And that means I get to redecorate the whole apartment and make it my own space, which I'm very excited about. And I'll take you guys on that journey. But for right now, it is a total mess. He is coming to collect his belongings next week, and then I can finally spread out, and I have so many fun projects in mind. I'm so excited. But for this reading vlog, I have a bunch of arcs I need to get to because I got thrown off my reading schedule for, a very good reason, but books will wait for no one. And October is coming up very fast. Probably by the time this is posted, it will be October. So happy October, happy early Halloween. But that also means there's a ton of horror novels coming out in the next few weeks that I have been kindly sent by publishers that I need to read and review very quickly. So for this reading vlog, I have quite some ambitious goals. So we'll see what I can get through. Firstly, I want to finish Cherish Farah, which I just picked up. It's a library book, so I want to get through this pretty quick because I think there's a lot of people on hold behind me. And then the 3 arcs I need to get to ASAP. These all come out October 4th. So the first one is Book of Knives. The second one is The Christmas Murder Game. I'm gonna be reading a little Christmas in September. And then the last one is It Rides a Pale Horse. So I'm gonna hopefully get to these 3 and we can discuss them as I read them. I'll try to keep it mostly spoilery free. But yeah, so today is Saturday and there's the library book sale today. So I'm gonna go pop by and check that out because hardcovers, they're $1 and paperbacks are 50 cents. So if I find any books that I want to read, obviously I'm going to grab them because it's 50 cents. So I'm going to go do that right away. And then I have a few errands to run. And then I also want to make some bracelets for my 3 friends who have been helping me immensely through this breakup situation. So I want to kind of hand make them some little bracelets as a thank you. So yeah. Welcome to a new reading vlog. It's been like a month, but I'm here and obviously got a tripod, as you can see from the background change and me not having to sit in the bed like this. I'm standing up, it's great. So let's go. Okay, I wanted to do a quick little mini book haul from the library book sale. I grabbed 4. So first up, I got Go On, just from New York, don't worry about it. First up, I got Gone with the Wind. Look at that cover. Love it. Then I got Practical Magic, the movie tie-in cover, because I love me a movie tie-in cover. I know that that's controversial. Can't help what they like. I grabbed a Joyce Carol Oates that I don't have, Black Water. And then lastly, I picked up Nocturnal Animals, and I didn't know that this was a book first. I really like the movie, but it says it was previously published as Tony and Susan. So this is obviously after the movie came out and they changed it to the movie title. So yeah, all of that together cost me, oh my God, I'm so slow at math. Okay, $1, $2.50. So for my Saturday afternoon project, I think I'm going to kind of work on this wall. I want to replace these shelves with my books. And then I have a bookshelf here that's super cluttered, so I want to kind of clean that up. all of this is going to be going next week, and I'll be putting more bookshelves there. But for now, I'm just going to work on this, brighten up this wall a bit, update these shelves, maybe update the TV stand. I got my little Chucky baby, probably keep him there. But yeah, that's what I'm going to work on right now. Have now cleaned out and organized the bathroom, and I have so much counter and shelf space when I don't have to share with another person. Who would have thought? So I've moved a lot of my spooky tins down here, and this creepy little photo of a Victorian child that I bought in a curiosity shop. I like to pretend he's my child, my ghost child. Hung up my necklaces so I can actually admire them. And then a few more spooky things up there. And pulled out my Halloween 10 towels. Okay, I have started Book of Knives and I am 60 pages in. It is very strange, but in a good way. So this follows Nora, who is our lead, and she has recently lost her husband. That's how the book starts, and she's in her grieving period, and a close friend of her and her husband, Paul, lives, I think, like upstairs from them. It's a little hard to, I couldn't quite figure that part out. Those two end up falling in love and getting married, which she believes her husband wanted. She actually sees her husband's ghost appear to her one day and say, you know, like, Paul wants to marry you and have a baby and I fully support it. So she's like, cool, I'm gonna listen to this random ghost. And that's sort of like the first two chapters, like setting up the story. Paul has a very dark childhood where him and his brother and his parents grew up on like a summer campgrounds, but it doesn't sound like a very happy childhood, and the parents were kind of nightmares. So Paul left when he was young, and so did his brother, and Paul has not spoken to his family in years, but his brother reaches out to him because his parents are struggling with dementia, and they're sort of on their deathbed. So Paul and Nina and Paul's son head up to the family camp to spend a couple of months there, to, you know, be with these parents until they pass, and to kind of like clean up the campgrounds and, you know, figure out next steps. At the campgrounds is Gabe and his wife and their family, and the wife is really strange. There's definitely something going on there. She comes from a family of like knife creators. I don't know what that term is. Someone who makes knives. And she has these like big bundles of knives that she's like super obsessed with and proud of. And overnight, one of them goes missing, and this sounds really weird. I don't know, this book is really strange. It's hard to explain what's going on. Nina has, what is that noise?
Obi, I'm trying to film a video.
So one of the brothers' kids, the oldest one, she's like super convinced this place is haunted, and she wakes up one morning and has like a knife cut right here on her chest, and she doesn't know where it comes from, but everyone's like calling bullshit. They just think she's a teenager obsessed with ghosts. But then Nina wakes up and she also has a knife cut right here, and that's kind of where I'm at. There's like, yeah, it's like there's not a ton going on, but it's so strange and spooky. It's really cool. Book is so weird, but like in a good way, obviously. But the husband's wife, Salish, so she's the one that has all the knives, and one of them went missing, and now a second one has gone missing. And she's like, yeah, I set booby traps over the kitchen doors. And it's just like so normal and not questioned at all that like the only people living in this house is her family, and she's gonna set booby traps on the door. Like, this woman is obsessed with her knives. But I feel like I would pull some Home Alone shit if someone was stealing my books. So I kind of get it.
Dear Diary, I'm going steady. Mostly he's awesome. F a bit too rock and roll. Lately he's bumped off 3 of my classmates. God have mercy on my soul. Dear Diary, my teenage angst bullshit has a body count.
Okay, so I moved the ottoman, which was over there, to there to make a mini couch sectional for myself. Feeling very smart. And now that saves so much space because this is all going to be, well, all of this is going to leave this week, thank goodness, because this is all my partner stuff, and then this is going to turn into a library / office, and I'm making even more room by moving the ottoman to here. Hooray!
I was meant to be yours. We were meant to be one. Don't give up on me now.
You guys, I'm so happy that Heathers is streaming somewhere. I've only ever listened to this soundtrack over and over and over again. I've never been able to like see a live performance. And the Roku channel has Heathers the Musical streaming. And it was so good. I mean, duh. But it's like so cool to, you know, like I had it all pictured in my head for the past 2 or 3 years, I think, when I first heard it. It was not what I pictured. I did a terrible job. The actual musical is so much better than my imagination. And yeah, it's amazing. If you have not seen Heathers the Musical, you can get it on the Roku channel. Trigger warnings all around. If you don't know what Heathers is, give it a quick Goog. Maybe watch the 80s movie first, because that's what this is based on. And then watch the musical, because it is everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. Also, what if I just press play again? I might just press play again and watch it over again. Since my last video, I've gotten really into a really specific hobby, which is building tiny houses for tiny cats. I will not be taking questions at this time, but I would like to give you a little cat village tour. This is a little stressed out kitty and her little house. Got a little white picket fence, and she's just hanging out in there being real stressed. And then this is, oh my God, he's dead. This is the mayor's mansion. Look at him. He's so serious about his job. This is my favorite because this is Booger, and he's a little vampire cat, and he's the cutest thing in the entire world. And I built him an entire castle, all for him. See, there's like a little cauldron and a little kitchen table, and then some like pumpkins, and he's just so cute. I love him so much. This is in the middle of construction. This is going to be the gym with a skylight, because you gotta have a gym. And then this is the one that my coworker is decorating. I built it for her, but she hasn't finished decorating it yet. And this is for this little swimming kitty. So it's ocean themed. Look at that. It's so cool. Okay, you go in there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I knocked over Stress Kitty. There's like a bit, like an earthquake. Oh no. Okay, she's fine. She's fine. I am halfway through Book of Knives. I'm definitely enjoying it. It's one of those books where when I'm reading it, I'm really into it and I love it, but then I put it down and I don't feel the need to go back to it. So I'm like kind of forcing myself to pick it up. But then when I'm actually reading it, it's good. So I don't love reads like that because I mean, I don't always want to read it. It's confusing, but nothing much more has happened. It's like this family is just at this camp and knives keep going missing and weird little things happen. Like they found one of the knives had like stabbed a bird to a birdhouse. And like one of the teenagers thinks that this is all ghostly stuff going on, but like there's nothing specific. So I don't know. I'm going to try and plow through most of this tonight. I want some more stuff to happen. I want some more drama that isn't just like this family not really liking each other. That's what I want. So we'll see if I get it.
It's going to be just completely different. When I did my makeup as a guy, I knew I was the first one. So I was getting a facial hair. I was older, and then so I was doing the facial hair.
Let me just tell you, when you have spent 12 years with someone and then you decide to have separate lives, it is hard to do all the like little things that you don't think about. Oh my God. I literally just spent 2 hours and 20 minutes on the phone with Telus to get my internet and my phone in my name. And it was a lot. Like, being on hold for 2 hours and then them doing everything in 20 minutes. I just... But it's all done. Except for him coming to get his stuff, which should be this weekend. But I just haven't had like a normal evening in like a week. Like, I just want to read my book in peace, and there's so many things to do and I hate it. But I think I've got about 50 pages left of this. So if I don't finish it tonight, I really want to finish it tomorrow, unless something else comes up that I haven't thought of. I really should be able to just read all evening tomorrow, and then we can get this finished. My brain is so tired. But I did find this on the ground today. It's a little horse. Is that an egg? Why is it in an egg? Horses aren't born in eggs. But it's really cute. Look at it. It's so tiny. It's so tiny and little. And it has purple hair, like one of my D&D characters. So I'm going to name her Arwen after my D&D character. Yeah. And I'm going to put her somewhere. I don't know. We'll figure out where I'm going to put her. But look how cute she is. But why did she come in an egg? I don't get it. Alright, I finished Book of Knives, and I have given it a 4 out of 5 because the ending was outstanding. And I kind of like, this might be a bit spoilery, maybe I won't say it. A lot of it is left up to your interpretation. And I really love books that do that because there's no wrong answer. So that was very much Book of Knives. So the next one I'm going to pick up, It Rides a Pale Horse, and this also comes out October 4th. I have got a sinus infection. You might be able to tell from my voice. I don't know. It sounds really nasally in my head. But yes, I woke up this morning with a sinus infection. It is the end of September, and my body is like, time for sinus infection season. So I'm fine. It's just, I probably sound a little ridiculous. But let me tell you what this book is about. All right, Peter Larkin, Lark to his friends, is a local hero in the small town of Wofford Falls. The one who went to the big city, became a famous sculptor, then returned home to settle down. He's the kind of guy who becomes fast friends with almost anyone. His sister Betsy is even more gifted and eccentric. Unlike Lark, she keeps to herself. When Lark delivers his latest piece to a fabulously rich buyer, it seems like a regular transaction. Even being met at the gate of the sprawling, secluded estate by an intimidating security guard seems normal, until the guard plays him a live feed, Betsy being abducted in real time. Lark is informed that she's safe for now, but her well-being is entirely in his hands. He's given a book. Do what the book says and Betsy will go free. It seems simple enough, an instruction manual for a sculpture, but as Lark begins to work, he realizes the book's writer is unhinged. The sculpture is impossible, and his sister's captures are not what they seem. All the while, his town and those within it are changing, and the only way out is through. So the publisher pitched this to me. I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was like the first sentence was like terrifying, weird, cosmic horror. And I was like, shut up, send me the book. I don't need to hear anything else. So I have high expectations for this. I've just been reading a lot of like weird speculative fiction lately, and I'm hoping that this is very much that. I think the concept is very unique. And I'm hoping it's more fast-paced than Book of Knives. I find with speculative, especially cosmic horror, sometimes they can be really slow burn, which is fine. But I think like because of my attention span right now, I would prefer something a little bit more fast-paced. It is also raining, which is perfect for a spooky evening of reading. It has been way too hot. It's the last week of September and it was like 28 degrees yesterday. It's disgusting. I moved here for the rain and I've finally been given it. So yes, I'm gonna curl up on the couch. I've got my friends, got my dogs, they're somewhere in here. We're gonna start this book. We're gonna put on some old Drag Race episodes and we're just gonna nurse this sinus infection out of my system. My sinus infection is so bad. I'm about 60 pages in, and as you know, that's usually when I check in and tell you about the book. It's very strange. Good amount of strange. It started off a little pretentious because it's about two siblings. One is a sculptor, one is a painter. But just as I'm starting to go like, oh boy, here we go, flashbacks to art school, we hit this new chapter and there's a ghost narrating and she just tears through the pretentiousness of the art world. And it was so good. But I don't know what the fuck is going on. This book is crazy. Like the first 50 pages is the premise. Then the ghost cuts in and you're like, why is a ghost talking? Why is a ghost narrating? And it turns out the people that kidnapped this sculptor and is holding his sister hostage have been alive for 300 years. And they're super wealthy and have this massive collection of strange things, and also killed the ghost. Killed the person who became the ghost, who's narrating. I just love it. It's so bizarre. I hope that it keeps this level of strange, because that's exactly what I need. That's exactly what I want. It's time to wrap up the vlog because it is Saturday, so it's been a full week of so many activities, so much reading. I managed to finish Book of Knives, of course, and I am now 120 pages into It Rides a Pale Horse. In the next vlog, I will run through this one and let you guys know what I think, but so far, it's pretty good. A little boring in some parts, but so far pretty good. So thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We're gonna redecorate the whole apartment. We're gonna start spooky season. We're gonna read so many books. It's gonna be a wonderful time. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you for your patience, and I love you all.